Hey guys, welcome back to Chanman's Videos, and I finally had time to make the video for my mega-sized 1:48 scale Unicorn Gundam. Took a while to get all the decals on. The water slide decals didn't really want to adhere to the plastic, and I had to switch over and start using Microsol, which is a softener or micro set in this case. For water slide decals, and after using it, it did help a little bit, but I'll show you guys later the problem I was having with the decals, and you'll see them very obviously peeling off. But for now, back to the kit itself. It wasn't very hard to build. It was pretty fast. It really is just a giant HG kit, and not very poseable. The articulation is not that great, and the weapons and the shields are also really heavy. So for me, when I stand them on my shelf, I probably will take all of the weapons off, but I haven't decided. So the kit itself is 19 inches tall, and that's from the tip of the V-fin. And there are a lot of panel line opportunities that make it look really nice. And the bulk of the water slide decals do go on the arms and upper torso. And here's the first example you're going to see. That's already peeling off. And what I've done is I used water first, didn't stick, used the micro set, and it's still peeling off. And even after it dried flat, I put on a coat of matte spray to help it kind of mask, sort of make a cover over it, and it's still peeling off. So that's just one problem I had with it. And then we get down to the legs right here. Here's another that decal that is peeling off. So despite my best efforts, and here's another one. They are just peeling off, and it's terrible. This is just brand new kit, so I'm not sure if I just had a batch of bad labels or what's going on. And we'll spin him around slowly. He's pretty big, so I don't think he's going to fit on my turntable, and the balance isn't very well either. So there's the shield. Very nice, very big, but also very heavy. And the back part. So on the back of the head, this back plate does come off. Excuse me. And the space in there looks like it's big enough for an LED unit, which I haven't had time to go buy. And so I don't know if it'll fit. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's nice. Looks like a mosquito landed and decided to die on my kit. Thanks, mosquito. In regards to paint applications, I just did silver paint on the thrusters, and I used the blue paint on the backpack, the legs, excuse me again, and on the magazine for his Magnum. And then the rest is just panel lining liquid from Tamiya. And yeah, here's another instance of the water slide decal peeling off. So the kit does look really good for such a simple and basic kit. Again, it's just a really massive, oversized HG, and unfortunately, it's not very poseable. So I won't even call it. I won't even give it the equivalent of a current HG. It's just that weak. Some people say the Tristan Gundam sucks because of using an old sort of design and frame and with limited posability, I would say the articulation on this kit would be pretty much the same as a Tristan Gundam. The arms cannot be raised very high, and yeah, it's just not that posable. So there is the beam magnum. I really wish that this was a separate piece from anything, but they made it basically just one whole piece here, and then the barrel, this whole barrel is two pieces, while everything here else here is one piece. So masking and painting that took most of the time. With the weapons, it does come with two beam saber blades, and you do have two beam saber handles. And oh yeah, this thing really sucks. I don't know why. Look at how floppy this is. It's just a white polycap with a peg in it, and it just flops around, so it's terrible. You'll notice I glued it, but I haven't had time to clean up and sand this and paint this. So you're going to see the seam line. This is a beam saber feature, so that it folds out, and you can attach the beam saber blade down there, and the same gimmick on the other side. I can't put my camera on a stand because it's so big. Excuse me, getting over a cold, and I didn't want to sit for another week without making a video, so I apologize for the coughing. The head itself just looks up and down, spins around, but what I was talking about with the articulation is that's it. I cannot raise his arms higher than that angle, and which is why I used the reference of Tristan Gundam, because that's what a lot of people's complaint was. You can't raise it that high. The rifle is so heavy that it automatically pulls the arm inward closer to the torso. This seam here, it just keeps popping open. I cannot make it seem flat. With regards to the flex, that's it. It's just a straight 90 degree. And again, the weight is so much that it automatically leans forward towards its toes instead of actually being able to stand straight. And that's it for articulation. The arms do spin 360 around. That's not a problem. And the legs just bend 90 degrees, and there's a polycap here. So once again, one of the biggest downfalls on this kit is that it's articulation and the decals. Really, that's all there is to this kit. He can't stand up very straight due to the weight of the shield, and so yeah, I most likely, for safety reasons, because I'm going to put him on a top shelf, he's not going to have all this stuff, which is a shame because I paid for everything, but I can't display it on anything. He does come with two sets of hands, and so it's a semi-closed fist and then a trigger on the left hand, so it's just swapping those out. And in case some of you are wondering what's that over here, I actually found a used or pre-built gold-plated Barbatos. So he is shiny and gold-plated. However, the owner decided to swap it out with white Barbatos parts, and he tried to sell them two separate kits. And so I naturally bought the one with the most gold, and then I just took the white pieces excuse me, white pieces, and painted them champagne gold. So yeah, I just thought this was really cool. I think they're really rare. I haven't seen any on eBay. The one I see on eBay is the 7-Eleven gold injection plastic, and that looks like crap. While this one is nice and shiny. So I'm probably going to have to go in, clean these things up, and actually apply a shiny or metallic black to the inner frame, but I just spent spent a couple days just painting the champagne gold parts. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video. I hope the review helps you decide whether or not you want to buy this piece. It is a really cool looking centerpiece when he stands there, and if you're just going to keep him on a shelf and just have him static standing there, it's definitely worth it if you can get it for about $100 Canadian or more, because it's just massive. I have the master grade, I have high grade, and I will be displaying them together. I'm not able to afford a $300 perfect grade for this, so if I can find one cheap, I eventually will get one, but for now, that's what the mega size kit looks like. And yeah, hope this helps you make a decision whether or not you want to pick them up again. Yeah, just leave me some comments, some feedback. If anyone has a tip on how to make these things stick better, I would love to hear from you. I might try with my next kit putting the matte spray on first and then applying the water slide decal, see if the texture makes any difference. But yeah, that's it for this video. See you guys again real soon.